Okay, so I want to talk about QQQ because I believe it is setting up for something amazing. And I talked about it a little bit this week on Discord where I closed out the day trade. It was a zero DTE call. Um, on actually I think it was TQQQ, so it's the leveraged ETF that I bought calls on. I think the premiums are a little bit more attractive. And then you got that. So I showed it on there. I'm not gonna show it here. So if you guys want to check that, I'll go on. But it was 27% upside, 27% locked in profit for the trade, and I think it took about an hour. And I'm glad I got out when I did because when I started seeing like the weakness in the structures, the volume starting to change. Um, because then the rest of the day, QQQ just started dropping. It's just so picking up that early morning reversal for like that pre-market rally to try to continue uh was great. uh yeah, but I mean 27%, it was pretty good. I'm gonna be doing a lot more zero DT, options trading on QQQ and some other stuff. um I'm gonna be doing this a lot, so if you guys go on the where's the if you guys go on the Discord, we talk about it more on there. There's some other people that share some really interesting charts and stuff on there with you guys. So it's really cool that everyone does that. So everyone's super nice and awesome and smart. But here we go, where we have this massive dip below the 120 moving average, and then we start to see this continuation of a recovery turns into a rally after the swing high. New highs being formed, very much separated from the 120 moving average and continuing to test the limits on the RSI on the 1 day candles. So this is very, very interesting because I don't know, I forgot what that textbook pattern was called, but this is like the first, basically right here. This is the first touch of the 120 moving average continuing a larger rally. So this is, in my opinion, very bullish, and I believe the volume mixture that we're seeing here, where we start to see this, triangle sideways pattern forming, trying to tighten. I believe the breakout may be to the upside, although it's very much possible if I were to draw a retracement from the low down here to the high, it's always possible we can retrace and have a bigger picture correction. But this being, again, the first test of the 120 moving average, also there's quite a bit of volume here. Like if you guys look at, and this is a big reason why I believe this as well. Um, every retracement was broken to the upside basically. So when we come down and we follow the price lower, this is where it begins to rally and break into the zone. We want to see it hold the zone and respect this right here. This downtrend that started forming after this candle closed to the downside. Seeing it respect that, it would have held, it would have held right here. We would have seen a continuation lower, but instead it broke over it and started using the resistance as a form of support now, right? So the yellow it's overlapping nicely with the red, finding support. So what I'm looking for right now, and this is why I'm mostly focused on short-term calls at the moment, because I believe any day we can just start seeing like some random bullishness. I believe so. It can happen at any point because we are at this point where we respected a higher low, properly measured, after breaking that resistance, as you saw, right? So now it happened again. So we start to see, and again, this is from the high right here to that low in the red. It broke over it, as you can see, very, very bullish. And now what it's doing is that it's using, and I already have it drawn on there actually, so I don't need to, but it's using that new higher low support. So if we see a continuation higher breaking this swing high, I wouldn't be surprised if we just start seeing, something more like this, where we just start like slowly moving our way upward. But that's basically what I'm looking for, is higher prices on QQQ. And then I talked about it before. I want to talk about it again soon. But like Apple, I believe Apple. Oh, wrong. This is crude oil. I can't see my. There we go. So Apple, it's, man, I really, really want to buy longs and potentially even calls on Apple. I'll talk about more about that if we get the opportunity. But that potential higher low forming, as it's still so far into this continuation. So if this uptrend were to fail, it would just be not just breaking below the ascending, but the last low, the last dip within it, indicating a larger, a major potential volume. It's just if we come down here, this is it. If we break below this, I believe it's gonna go lower. But I'm still seeing this continue. We don't have anything saying that it's not going to just yet. So I'm looking at longs down here. So I'm really hoping we have that corrective move, which is quite common to see like a 20% drop. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about more about Mara soon because Mara, man, I really want to short Mara. But if we can get up and if we can get to roughly 16, that'll be a really really good shorting opportunity because I believe it'll go. I believe it's gonna. I believe the overall view is that this is gonna go lower. I believe even right now this can continue to go lower. But if I get that clear opportunity, the most clearest opportunity to short would be a major retracement within a downtrend. Like if we can get that, that'll be awesome because easy short for me at least. And then yeah, I believe the VIX is quite settled. Let's see how the rest of this week goes. Yeah, but that's basically my view on QQQ. I'm gonna be trading that. I'm gonna be doing a lot more day trades on that. I'm gonna be sharing it on the Discord. So yeah, check that out, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed and take care.